Bed. Nigga cry for what? Bitch, these are denim tears. I'm sexy dancing in the house. I feel like Britney Spears. So put it on the floor.
All right, listen.
Before you start asking crazy ass questions, God damn it.
Yo.
What it is, yo?
What's up?
Yeah, hey, y'all.
Hey, guys.
That's crazy because it feel like we ain't been here in so long, but we literally just did this. So,
Yesterday.
Like, I'm crying.
It's like, no, this wasn't yesterday.
Well, no, we did do a little snippet like 2 days. What was that? That was Saturday?
That was Saturday.
We seen each other Saturday?
Yo, that's
Yes.
crazy.
We recorded promo Saturday.
We did the story time.
That's crazy. It was
drunk
very-
mail.
that-
Speaking of, if you have not subscribed to our Straight Shot No Chaser tier, you are missing out on all of the story times, all of the drunk mails, and we actually need y'all to send us in some more because the good is getting great.
Listen,
okay?
it's getting quite
The
juicy.
last story she read, yo,
Jaw drop.
y'all got
My fucking jaws dropped.
You
Not
know,
reading
I'm
it.
sitting on the sideline like, hey, what else happened?
Like, so what you about to go home and
Child, it's crazy.
do? Yeah.
Y'all gotta send us in some mail because, baby, one thing about us, we be getting to it.
And just like we like to do it every week, same time, same flow.
Girl.
Y'all know how we do it each and every week. We
Like he was doing so good.
want to welcome you to our mental health check-in. So, just like we like to do it every week, week after week, we would like you to drop a heart down in our comments. We want to know if you are feeling red, which is fine. Oh, wait, no, red is, damn, we're going to have to do that shit. No, we not. Love, Dylan, love.
We are so keeping this.
Bloopers.
Yo.
We're so keeping
Okay.
this.
All right, because it's a good day. If you are feeling loved and in love, drop us a red heart below.
If you are feeling fine and divine, give us a purple heart in the comment.
If you got an ice box where your heart used to be, you want to drop us a blue heart below.
And if you feeling like Bree, she need a little help, she need a hug, she need
Yeah, I
prayer,
do
she
need
need
prayer.
something. Drop us a black heart in the comments, because we is your hood therapist, and we is here to help you help yourselves. What up, though?
Drop it, little girl. Drop it,
Ooh, that
little
was
girl.
the
Drop it, little
anthem.
girl. Yeah, I'm feeling black.
Yo, get the fuck.
Yeah, yo, murder's on your mind.
Murder? That wasn't one of the
I
options.
know, but the way you said it.
Murder.
Why are
A
you
squiddy
feeling
diddy
black?
Skitty.
Why would murder be one of the options?
You said, listen, you said murder. Why am I feeling black? I have my reasons.
Oh, shit, okay.
See,
Oh, okay.
I need prayer. How are you feeling?
Oh, and black comes with whispering, too. Okay, great.
Yeah. My soul is so quiet.
Oh wow. Okay. I am always, feeling fine and divine because when you are a goddess and you present yourself as such, the universe just gives you abundant favor
That's
all
so
of
nice.
the time. So that is how I am feeling. I am feeling amazing and always read as well, loved and in love.
I feel like I'm lacking in the love department. But he gives a shit about me. It's like,
yo,
Yo, she went one a day. I see how this episode finna go.
how are you feeling, Mr. Duce?
shit, the wrong button. That's how I'm feeling. Press the wrong button. I am feeling yellow. I'm just making this up. I'm in recovery.
So yellow is the
Yellow.
you know what?
I mean,
It's a
that
bright
is-
color.
Yeah.
Yellow in recovery.
Okay.
We're gonna give you the
Somehow-
band-aid emoji.
Mm-hmm.
What I thought was allergies then felt like just kind of like a cold, but I haven't been sick in a while, so this sucks. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still running, still recording, still had a great recording session this past Sunday. Multiple shows in one day. Wow, not feeling the best, but got through it. Got some big props from a guest on Curvaceous. The episode should be out probably in like a month, no entire, but it was a real good time. But yeah, how was your ladies' weekend? How?
I don't even remember that shit.
Oh, wow,
What's
okay.
today?
Little
Shit, child. Look,
Y'all said I see you on Saturday. I forgot what I did.
Today is Tuesday.
yeah, I don't really remember what happened. What was the weekend? What happened? I don't know.
What? Oh, is that me?
Oh, I
feel
went
like
out to
that's
eat. My
crazy.
sister, my brother graduated.
I feel like I did something, but I don't know. Did I do something? Did we do something? That's crazy.
That's what I did.
I stayed in the house. You went out at one point. You went to go see your venue.
You did
Oh,
go out.
yes.
I
to
seen
go
you
see
post
your
something.
venue.
Yes, yes. I'm about to say life was just life, and yeah, I had one of my friends, her aunt had her 60th birthday party. Now, this is not a typical 60-year-old. This lady,
She's a cool 60.
yeah,
She vibrant.
she be twerking, she be cussing, she was, yeah. So it was lit. It was lit. The vibes was super vibing.
We love when age doesn't mean anything but a number.
Okay, super vibing. It was a grand old time. Yeah, and then I went to the woods, my favorite place on earth to
It was
be.
really pretty.
Yeah, I love being out in nature. Like, I'm such a grounding person. I like to be just submerged in grass and trees and land and waterfalls and nature sounds and identifying different herbs for the wild occasions that we may need to know what's outside if we need to know what's outside. Yeah. So I kind of went on a little adventure and found a few different herbs at this park that I didn't really ever notice before. Just because when I typically go there, it's to kind of clear my head. But like this
She was
time,
very
I was
foraging.
pretty
cute.
much. And just yeah, I just love being out in nature. Before that, I did go to it was a Dune Day weekend. That's why I was trying to remember what the weekend was. I ended up taking him to um Arbery Park. They have a farm pop up every Sunday. So he got to pick some fresh cherries off the trees, and we got some strawberries and stuff. And I talked to the local vendors, and I actually signed up to be a representation of the community. You know,
Look at you.
yeah. So yeah, it was
That's
a pretty
very
great,
nice.
pretty great weekend, and it was just confirmation that like, you know, the biggest saying, closed mouths don't get fed. And it was just like, I walked up to the girl, she was vendor, she had soaps, and I noticed that she had on like her jewelry and stuff, she wore the stuff that I make. So when I went over to her table, she had like a few waist beads, but you could tell that it wasn't like, it was like stock stuff. It wasn't stuff that she made. Like her thing was like the soaps and like the body care and stuff of that nature or whatever. So, and we were talking, and I was just I ended up not getting her information there, but you know me, being the detective that I am, I found her on on Instagram, and I'm like, I completely forgot to get your information, but I remember we was talking. I remember she said something, so then I ended up just looking up something along the lines of what she said, and then I found her contact information.
That's so nice.
And yeah, so I contacted the coordinator of the event, and then
That's so nice.
so it was a lovely thing. It
She's
was
a
lovely
flower.
thing, you know.
Just keeps blossoming.
You know, growth. Let's give it up for growth.
Yeah.
Yes. How was your weekend? You don't
It was
know.
good. I went out to eat, celebrated. Was with family. It was a lot of graduations and stuff.
I was
going
literally
on.
just
Yeah, I'm
about to
about to say,
say,
what did you
shout out
celebrate?
to all the graduates
Yes.
that made it, though. Listen, anybody that came throughout the pandemic, if you're graduating from a time that you had to be in school or anything dealing with the pandemic, you are a fucking trooper. Can't nobody take shit away from you. You are fearless, and I know y'all gonna be something for real. Because goddamn,
I'm actually screaming. Yeah.
goddamn, the past 4 years been crazy. If you was in school and you done made it through to the other side, baby, you gonna be something. I'm talking to you. You gonna be something.
We don't know what it is though, but you're gonna be something. Let's be the positive something. But yeah, it was a lot of like festivities going on. Spending time with like my family, really cleaning my house. Don't matter how much you clean it, ain't never clean. But
You gotta clean after you clean.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, getting a lot of like personal stuff done, like literally being an adult. There was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Normally Sundays are my reset days. I got one more week of this class. This class has been kicking my ass. I was cursing at the computer yesterday.
That's crazy.
I was up at 11:45 taking this exam, cursing at my computer because I kept getting it right. I knew I was getting that question right. They kept saying I was getting it wrong.
See, technology do fail.
It do, but no, I apparently I was getting it wrong, but I wasn't. It was they wanted me to do something and I got the answer. It's just I didn't do this one. It was stupid, but I did it. So when I'm done this class, I'm gonna have all my certifications and Microsoft Office Advanced,
Big motherfucking purr.
and then I'm going into like my web design class and stuff next Tuesday. So it's like a
Big motherfucking purr.
yeah, it's a process, but it's fun. That's the only type of stress I actually like.
I'm crying. I completely resonate with it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It's
I
like
thoroughly enjoy it. But yeah, like what's up?
crying. How was your weekend?
I kind of led with my weekend. Oh, I got the wrong. I kind of led with my weekend.
Said, bitch, I said. It's like, no.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, like I said, I had a good shoot
He's
Sunday.
trying to make it. So
Had a
he's-
good shoot Sunday. Yeah, she don't respect it. Had a good shoot Sunday.
You don't gotta
I
repeat
don't
it. It's okay.
respect it.
No.
I literally
It's
no.
okay.
Before we started, like I literally was like, if you want to just play the back row today, you can. You did not even say anything to that.
That's not okay.
You don't gotta repeat yourself though. I heard you because you about to say it all over again.
No, I'm not. I was about to say you had a question you wanted to ask though.
Yeah. So listen. All right. Because this is a serious question. I was in the kitchen, and you know I have a crazy imagination. So I was thinking,
Okay.
Jeepers Creepers, right? Say you are driving and your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere. It is dark. It's no street lights. It's nothing but field. You hearing noises, but you know that around these areas crazy shit be happening. But you absolutely have to piss. Your car is not moving. You are waiting for help. You have to pee. Are you getting out the car to pee or are you peeing in the car? I'm peeing in the car.
He's a man. He has a penis. He could pee out the fucking
Yeah, I'm
window.
about to say that car be running and I'll be I had the door open and pissed and went about my day.
See, I'm scared to open the door because, like, you know, like,
If it can attack
I was-
me,
but
it's,
I was
it's
really
going.
about to
It's
say-
going.
anything.
G,
But
no,
G-Watch
but your
Jeepers
car
Creepers.
is
But-
keeping you safe.
No, it's
No,
not. I'm about to
it's
say
not.
if
It's
you
usually
know
a prison.
anything that's like Jeepers
Excuse me.
Creepers.
I'm talking about in my vision.
Okay.
Oh,
In my-
I
now
want to
we
know
got
what in the kitchen made
specifications.
you go to Jeepers Creepers. Like, did you
Oh,
see
because
it?
I was thinking about them in the bus breaking down. And it was like, oh, he was out there and he could smell them, but like he.
But like, I'm trying to get to you. Oh, let me pull this lasagna out the
So
oven.
it's
Jeepers
different-
Creepers. You know that?
no, I was washing dishes actually,
Oh,
It's different when
makes it
and I
right,
had to
I
go to
guess.
bathroom.
oh
It's
okay. There we
different with
go.
a multitude of people though, because it's like, okay, if he's attracted to the smell of humans, and let's say it's 12 people on the bus, if y'all all break up in groups of 3 and run all separate directions,
He got a favorite scent though. That's why he picked that bull because like he smelled delicious.
okay,
I
but
think it
either
was
way
fear,
though,
right? It's
It was
always-
fear. It was a certain level of fear. But no, I'm not saying it's actually Jeepers Creepers. It could be a chupacabra. Like this area is known. Yeah, I know. Well, this area is known for like disappearances and stuff that happen. So here you are, broken down. It's nothing but a field and darkness. Like it's no lights, no nothing. It's just road. You have to piss. You opening up that door to piss. I'm pissing in that car. It will get detailed later. Absolutely not opening that door. Not
Yeah.
opening that door.
To me, I just don't think.
Now I gotta watch the black in it because I
I
feel
don't
like
want to
black
smell
people
piss.
don't. And
So like, I would heavily just put my dick out the car.
that's why I'm saying, like, I can't, like, I don't know, it's something in me that's just not going to let me pee in the car. Like
the car will
fear
still
is
be
gonna let me
running.
be in the car.
I'm crying.
The car will still be running, and I will somehow get my penis.
Your
to
car
the
would not
window.
be running because your car is broken down in the middle of the road.
Oh wait, I'm definitely getting out the pee. I'm already done. If it's Jeepers Creepers, the car
I
is
didn't
not
say it
protecting
was. I'm saying like it's like an area.
Any-
But
known-
whatever
But
it is,
it's
I'm
gonna
pretty sure it
attack
can
the
get through the
car.
car. Like, I'm
If
sure
it can't
whatever
beat
it is,
the
it can
car,
get
then
through
we
the car.
might can rumble. Cuz like, what's up?
Yo, because what if it's like one of them? You know, like spirits be having boundaries. Like certain spirits just can't touch you in certain circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what if it's one of them things? Like as long as you're in this big hunk of metal, it cannot touch you. But as soon
Okay.
as you
If
step
If the
onto
car's a perfect safe haven, then yes,
as
I'm
soon
going
as you step onto its land, your feet
Well, see,
touches
that's
its
what I'm
land.
saying. You don't have to step onto the land to pee. I can open the door and bend over and pee.
My
I don't gotta do
stupid ass
that.
gonna fall. So
Yo, you know
Well, I
what?
have a
You are
cup.
right. That's why I said too. I said it depends on
Okay,
if I
so,
have
yeah.
shit in the car. Like
I'm gonna crack this window and piss. It is gonna fucking get everywhere, but I don't really care.
as your dick is flying out the window with piss, that shit gonna swipe right by and chew it off.
All right, okay. Well, I'm not putting my dick all out this window. The stream of piss is gonna go out the window. Then some might get in the car.
yo,
No, I feel like these what ifs questions really be coming up in my head more often than none because like what would you do in these situations? Like it's certain situations I be thinking about and I be like, damn.
Okay, classic.
just-
What if you're in the shower and you hear a noise? How do you do it? You're by yourself in the house alone.
I go like this.
And then you hear it again.
I hear it again.
Do you get out? Like, what is your first action?
I'm opening up my shower door because my shower and my tub is separate. I'm gonna open up my shower door. I'm gonna get in the tub while the shower. While I'm whispering, I'm gonna get in the tub while the shower is still going, so it kind of throw them off a little bit. The shower's on, but nobody's there. Did she get in yet? Bitch, I'm inside the tub. You can't see me. So now, because I keep a pair of scissors inside of the shower. Don't ask me why. I keep scissors in the shower.
I'm not gonna ask you why. I have a weapon in every room of this house.
So when they come through and they think they about to attack me,
But in none of this, you think to put on clothes and get to your room. You like, fuck it.
absolutely
I'm
not.
staying in
Nah,
the shower.
I'm butt naked, banding this shit out. Fuck you
You know
talking
why
about?
am I doing that? Because my fucking floors make so much noise. It's a creak every fucking place
Yeah,
I
but I
step.
know you're in the shower.
I feel like that's the one benefit about older homes is that
Yeah.
your house gonna let you know somebody
Oh,
in there.
yeah. I
Your
know
house
when
gonna
somebody
let
walking
you
up
know
my door.
somebody
Yes.
in there. And then it's like, if you thought you heard a noise in the hallway, okay, great. But you really gonna know you heard a noise if they try to open the door. Cause like the door gonna make noise
Well,
too.
steps make noise. Yeah, all that's
But
gonna.
no, that's what I'm saying. So it's not a thought. Like you can't think you heard somebody on the steps. You know you heard somebody.
Even
on the steps.
coming into my second door, like the vestibule door, that door make noise. I can literally hear if there is anybody in my house. That's why I be thinking that my cat is a grown man sometimes. Because for the life of me, he be sounding like a person walking through the house. The
Yeah.
dog too. But that's the wonderful thing about pets too, because they're gonna let me know if somebody in the house.
But it's just funny that like that's kind of like how white people attach that problem in all movies. They in the shower, they grab the towel and they'll go looking instead
not
of
doing
like
that.
I'm not grabbing no
I'm
towel.
I'm
going
not looking
straight-
for you.
I'm getting dressed and going out the window if I'm not protected. If I got something I can handle myself with.
I've
But
thought about that multiple times. My window is kind of high, so I actually already created something in my head. So like, damn. So
I have a
I'm gonna
window
open up that
story, how I know how
window,
to get out
and
of
I'm just gonna have
windows
to throw
high.
I'm gonna have to throw her mattress outside first, cause I'm gonna need something to land on. Cause y'all know the way my front is, it's a long way from my top window from my bedroom down to the fucking front.
Y'all, homie Act 101 bestie taught us all how to
don't know who
slide
that
down a
is.
roll.
What?
Y'all, the third member of the ABC Moms friend in when we was in school taught us how to slide down a wall properly. We had an incident and people hopped out of windows. She's the only person that hopped out the window that didn't get any element. Like she found a little crack in the window, hopped out, slid in the corner, and just slid down like back against the wall, slid down. It landed perfectly on her feet. People broke their ankle. People broke their nose, jumping like they got like that, like they was like that, and she did it perfectly. I was like, and she wasn't tiny, so it was like, oh, I could definitely do that. That's my go-to. I've jumped out of windows before, but not like the height that window
I never
was.
jumped out of a window. I
I've
jumped
had
over a
to-
gate though.
Not. I've jumped over some gates in my
I
time.
hurt myself really bad too.
I haven't. I don't think I've ever jumped out of a window. I have facilitated somebody getting out of a window, and it was literally like the story of Rapunzel. I tied 2 sheets together, okay, threw it out the window, and was like, "This is literally this your only chance." Like I don't know. Took the air conditioner out the window.
Yep.
First, let me explain. I'm gonna say, let's go back the whole story. Took the air conditioner out the window, put it on the floor, opened the window, looked down, like, listen, it's either this or I don't know if you gonna make it out the house the other way.
Hey yo.
So, what you gonna do? Like, you gonna do it? Like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna get down here. Like, okay, look, I'm gonna tie 2 sheets together. I'm strong. Don't worry about me letting go.
Man,
I got
listen,
you. Like,
I'm such a fucking weirdo because the only time something like that happened, I was with one of the other people from that group, and we were going somewhere that we ain't had no business fucking going. It was a hotel party that we were not supposed to be at. They locked the gates or something. They wasn't letting nobody else in, so the only way in was to hop over trespassing.
yeah.
So obviously
If
hotels.
you haven't trespassed, have you really lived life?
Obviously, hotels have gates like that for a reason. They know people are going to try some shit. I went over the gate and completely fell into a bush of razor sharp leaves. And everybody was like, I got recorded and put on Twitter. And everybody just looked at me and they was like, yo, we asked you, did you need help? It was a bunch of dudes. And I'm like, no, I got it. I was super in my independent woman era, and I hate that for me. I ain't want no nigga helping me for shit. No, I can do it. I went flying like Superman, bitch. Landed in it, had cuts and everything all up in my legs. And it was at that moment that I was like, I'm never doing no shit like this again.
Wow, that sounds traumatizing.
A little bit.
But also sound traumatizing is what one of you guys put in the group message. I saw it was a girl saying that there is no difference between having sex with 36 people and having
my
sex
goodness.
36 times with one person.
All right,
But I see
so
her logic, so let me hear y'all disprove her.
I don't see no logic.
there is, yeah. All right, so
I see where she was trying to go
yes,
with it.
I'm working on this. Y'all bear with me. I'm working on the way I respond, but I just be feeling like y'all be fucking with my raw, unfiltered emotions, so that's what I'll be giving. So the new me who's working on that response will say this. While I can probably gauge where she's trying to go and what she's pulling from, I think she is negating the fact that one, soul ties do exist. Two, you run the risk of multiple infections, regardless to even if you're using protection, because some people don't just stop at intercourse when it comes to sex. So you protect yourself with a condom when you're having sex, but you don't protect your mouth when you're giving fellatio and or receiving, right? So 36 times with one man versus 36 different men, and vice versa with 36 women or whatever the case is, that's 36 different body fluids. That's 36 different energies.
Yeah.
That's 36 different feelings inside you, because everybody not even going to feel the same. There is a there is a huge difference between 36 with one and one with 36. And no matter how people try to paint the picture, because like I was always a person who was avid for casual sex. That was the thing. That's fine with me. But you can't say in your right mindset that having casual sex with people doesn't feel different than having regular sex with a person.
Yeah.
So like, not only are you risking things physically, you may also be risking things mentally if you're one of those people who feel like you can handle it for the other person, but in reality you go home and cry yourself to sleep at night because why nobody will love me, they only want to fuck me. You know? So my mom,
All right, she dumb. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
So, all right. So 30, 35, 36?
36.
36. Okay, so having sex with one person 36 times is the equivalent to having sex with 36 different men. If you a hoe, baby, just say that. Carisha admitted that she was a whore. If you a whore, just say that. If you want to be out here fucking people, that's cool.
I will
but that's
interject and
not-
say we don't slut shame here.
Oh no, I'm not slut shaming.
I just
Oh
want
yeah, I was just using the word. I was using the word. Just the word. Got a definition.
Okay, but what if she just means as far as tightness, which I'm
Okay,
kinda-
no, I'm sorry. No, that still doesn't. That's still neither here or there. You're literally trying to compare. You having sex with that chair 36 times is going to feel the same way. It might not feel the same way, but there's different ways to feel with one person 36 times. Having sex with 36 different people, different emotions, different stages in their life, different sizes of whatever they're dealing with, or different women that they're probably dealing with. Is that one time you're having sex with these people, or you're having sex with 35 people multiple times?
No, one time.
So I get what he's saying as far as like arguing the point that she could just be talking about as far as what your vagina would feel like.
Oh, maybe that is
so.
what she
If
felt
we're
like.
only solely speaking on that, then yes, she
Oh.
would be correct,
Right.
Because your vagina is
Yeah.
a muscle and it does
It's
contract. So if you're solely speaking from that aspect, then yes.
Yeah.
However, there was no clarification. There was nothing else other
Yeah.
than what was specifically
Yeah,
said.
no.
And for the specifics, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, my mind, that's not the same.
It's not the same.
Honestly, it's purely off of the soul ties. It's not the same because literally you are absorbing every single thing that they have to offer, every
Absolutely.
other partner that they have to
and
offer.
everything they're going through. Have you ever had
Yeah.
sex with somebody and then like it didn't have to be immediately after, but like after you really started, especially if you're empathetic, you started feeling shit that had nothing to do with you?
Oh, I'm an avid, like, I don't have stress sex. I don't like it. I never did. Like, I remember when Marcus used to be stressed out or whatever, and he would just want to have sex because he's stressed and he want to relieve his stress. Me, personally.
But how do you know if the other person, like if obviously, like I'm saying in the past, if you was to meet with somebody and then y'all had sex, how did you know if they weren't in a space, if they didn't communicate that?
Yeah, you don't know unless they communicate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the type of person. Well, yeah, you wouldn't know. I'm saying I can't even say that because people. I mean, casual sex is a thing. Like you're gonna do it. You're gonna have one night stands.
And
If
it
you
ain't nothing wrong. Let's
no.
It ain't nothing wrong.
No, because what I was about to say was more so like to somebody that you know. Like I would think that somebody that you're actively having sex with on a normal basis, you get to talk to them, and you should be able. Sexual boundaries should be a thing
For sure.
because it's not a one size fit all. Like me personally, I don't like stress sex. I don't like
Agreed.
I'm just so a mess. Let's have sex. I don't like that because that energy.
It's
you might be
transferred.
you might be releasing energy, but now you're releasing it onto me. So now I'm stressed and I'm mad and I'm feeling everything that you're feeling, and I don't like that.
That's
I'm
literally
not
like
that
emotionally
woman.
dumping on somebody,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like, hey, just pick up randomly, call them. Hey, I gotta tell you about my life. I'm in shambles. Da, da, da. Bitch, did you fucking ask me?
I always get confused when I see the people. They be like, "Dog, I'm so fucking stressed out. Work fucking killed me. I just need to fuck." What?
Yo, okay, so that's the thing. My ex was like that. Very, very much like when I'm angry, I need to have sex. And I'm just like,
That's
for me, like if I'm angry, sex is literally like the furthest thing from my mind. So it's just like, how did you get here? Like, how did you go from like, to like, yeah, let's have sex? And I'm like, what?
You know.
What are you talking about? I mean, I still did it, but it was just like,
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
what?
it just. I mean, whatever works for other people works for other. It just don't work for me because
for sure, because that's what
I'm a harborer of feelings already, so I'm a magnet,
Yeah.
and that just doesn't work well for me. So stay in school, don't do drugs.
So would y'all consider this city girl behavior?
Consider what city girl behavior stress?
Having sex with 36 people.
Hear me out.
What
Hear
is
me
a city
clear.
girl?
Hear me out. Hear me
I
clear.
really want to know. I'm genuinely asking.
Well, did
what
Carisha define that in that video for y'all? That's what I was
she
getting
did.
to.
She heavy.
I felt like
said-
she kind of suggested.
She kind of did. She said that a city girl is a whore, and she doesn't want her daughter.
She
to be-
did say that, and she also made a note to basically say like it's somebody who is gonna, I mean, get what they want. Like if you want, I don't see an issue with a relationship being mutually transactional, right? So
Yeah, you love bartering.
okay. I'm a bird. I think did I post it? I just posted. If I did post it, I don't know where I was supposed to. But I didn't post it. I was just posting a reel about bartering. But anyway, if you are dealing with somebody who wants something from you, you should be getting something in return, right? So, and then people be like, "Oh, well, if you're giving sex, you're getting sex." No, baby, you want this kid. I want something else. So.
And for a lot of people,
What-
that works
what we doing?
out for them. that
Yeah,
way.
what we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, and it works both ways.
It ain't for sale, but it ain't free.
And if you listen to Hotels, it's a segment in there when she was like, everybody, if you have been in a relationship, you have tricked in your relationship.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you can't really say, oh, you be tricking. No, everybody tricks. If you are in a
I do
partnership
it all the
relationship
time.
with people,
I did it last night for some food.
if you say,
Just for him
"Ooh,
to warm it up."
Ooh, can you buy me that bag? Or I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him because he just made my whole day. You're tricking. Like you're giving him sex in
Tricking
exchange for
is
something that he did for you.
offering the cooch in
Yeah.
exchange for
So,
something
like,
in return.
as far as like a city girl goes, the person who created it, like that's literally what being a city girl is. It is tricking.
and it ain't
And
tricking
it
if you
ain't
got
tricking
it.
if you got it.
Okay.
So listen.
and if you willing to give it,
listen. So
shout out to all the tricks
but I
out there.
do-
It's like, no.
a lot of people were confused because they didn't understand why she was saying, like, yeah, I'm like this, but I don't want my daughter to be like this. Like, well, how you promoting that to other people? First of all, you should not be
People irk me
like.
so bad. Like,
First of all,
shut
don't be worried
up.
about what your kids. Your role model shouldn't be Carisha. No way. Like, come on, let's be fucking real. Like, let's be real.
Well, I think maybe they're saying how can she promote that and she.
No,
her
I know.
kid.
No, I know. But they are even saying that, like, oh, you out here telling other people kids to do act bad and whatever, and you don't want
No,
your
she's
kid.
not telling people kids to
No,
act
I'm
bad.
saying-
I know
oh,
you're
yeah.
not saying that, but I'm saying I'm agreeing with
yeah,
you. Like
whole
she's
grown
not
adults.
telling nobody's kids.
But no,
to
I
act
respect
bad.
it. I respect what she said simply because as parents, of course, sometimes you're going to do things the way because you're navigating through life and you're learning things in certain sequences. So you don't want your kid to do exactly what you did because it's not a need for it. If you kind of like shoveled your way through and found your common denominator going through all the hills and valleys, why would you want them to do the same exact
When I
thing?
already paved the way. You don't gotta do
Exactly.
this.
That's
Like-
pointless. That negates my whole reasoning for being a parent. I'm literally here to guide you. Take what I know and the things that I went through to help guide you so that you don't make the same mistakes or you don't have to go through the same navigational pools and you could just come out on top. She has created wealth for her child. her child is safe, her child is healthy, and God damn it, she's going to probably be smart as shit doing something that her mom didn't get a chance to do because she
She ain't
wasn't
had
afforded
opportunity.
those opportunities.
That's one thing I hate. I don't think people give the same respect to different artistries. Like, people will see an actor on TV and be absolutely fine that somebody played an abuser, played a rapist, played a drug dealer, played whatever, or a drug addict. But when it comes down to artists as a performer, as a singer, as a rapper, as a poet, it's like, oh, well, you out here saying this, that, and the third. They're literally doing the same shit your favorite actor is doing. They have a stage name and a stage presence, and then when they go home, they're them. Like, stop taking these people's songs and applying it to your life. That's your problem. You out here mad because you're lying, and these people, like, in this music and entertainment essentially raise your kids. That's your fucking problem. Raise your damn kids.
right.
Like, I don't want my child listening to that.
But your child, I can understand the goal, but your child sits in the difference between music artists and actors is multiple different roles. An artist is one character for usually a whole time. Only some artists get to switch their role up, i.e. Jay-Z or Nas, who changed the rudimentary low-level things to high-level rap and different sophistication. But for her character is, like we all see, she just kind of described it as a whore, which I don't agree with how that word is kind of being taken back. Like, I feel like we in this taking back words phase of life where we going to take back every word that would use negatively against us. But I just think some words just kind of need to go away. But in the sense of her daughter's going to watch her on TV, her daughter is currently being, like, they showed a picture of Southside just with his kids while she out here with Diddy. And she's probably watching her mom on social media, idolizing these things, seeing how your mom get it when she goes to see Uncle Diddy and you there for Christmas.
Why do you think that her kid is exposed to that just because she does it?
Because her kid is not, my kid isn't with me, I think your kid would want to try and see you as much as they can. So she's going to look up her mom.
But who was it that just literally was like, their kid didn't know that they were famous until, like, they went somewhere and there was a bunch of shit going on. A lot of people, like a lot of celebrities, like, for example, what's his name? Jonathan Majors, his daughter literally is on a ranch somewhere and she lives secluded from the public eye. Nobody knows who she is or what she looks like. Like, literally nobody knows anything about her. And I highly doubt if he set it up to where she can live a normal life, she don't know who her dad is on these, like, levels. Kim Kardashian said that, well, this was at some point, or was it her? Somebody put locks on their browser to where their child actually can't even search their name.
Yeah.
So it's like no, as a parent,
You would take those
if there are
precautions if
things
that's
that
what
you
you
do not
want.
want your child to see, yes, you will make it so that your child is protected from certain things.
Disagree.
So I do not because that makes I feel like at that point, that's when you become if your goal is to set your child up for success, but you feel like you can't prevent them from seeing certain things, then what the fuck are you doing? Sin even said it a couple of episodes ago how your timelines and your algorithm is going to see whatever you open it up to. So if I never open up and allow myself to watch certain things, I don't see what you see. The same goes with your kid. My child personally, my kid does not listen to rap music and a bunch of other music. She just don't, because I don't really listen to it in the house like that. If she do, it's her dad. She watches child-friendly shows. She listens to classical music when she's doing stuff. She don't watch the movies that me and Marcus watch because she just don't be around for it. I censor certain things that I want my child to pick up or I don't want her to pick up.
Yeah,
that's
at this
my job
age.
as a parent. So I feel like even as a celebrity, you have control over what your child still does and doesn't do. Just because you got a little bit of money don't mean that you can't actually be present in those
I'm not speaking about
spaces.
celebrity. I'm speaking about this woman and her rap career. And in the situation, I was a kid once, and I know you can help and put all the parental blocks, but I'm pretty sure you find a way to see something you weren't supposed to see at one point in life. So when your kid sees this and they're exposed to this and they know that's your mom, then they can identify things. Then the kids in school are telling you about it. It's multiple things. I'm not saying that that you can't help and navigate your child through this, but I think that kind of leaves more open and honesty about it instead of it being like, oh, my kid not going to see this. She going to live her life up there, and I'm going to make sure she in the best schools and best this. But that's not gonna change the fact if you're her mom and she only like Blue Ivy and Beyonce. Blue Ivy can be whatever she want to be, but guess what? She on stage doing with her mom, dancing right next to her. So it's different with art and music. Like you're this person for like she can always go back in Rolodex and listen to what you listen to. You should educate her on what you're talking about. Why are you talking about it in these different things instead of it being like I can prevent this. Like my take on parenting is I can't prevent anything. I can help you understand the world, but some things you're going to see and understand. My goal is to get you ready to handle whatever comes at your way, whatever it be. Especially if it's something I got out here on set on the camera. You need to be able to. For me, what I say, I try to make sure I can sit back with my kid and watch it, and go, hey, yo, you picked up what I said there, or hey, you see what your mom said here, or hey, see what Uncle Marcus said here, see what Aunt Bree said here. These things so he can learn and understand.
Don't take my shit back.
But still, even that, what you say, it'd be,
no, of course,
you got to sit there and let your kid dissect it and get the answer from you.
And that's why I feel like when we was talking about a few weeks ago, when we was talking about the whole Amber Rose situation, I completely agree with the way she handled it because my thing is I don't believe in trying to shield certain things from your children.
Sorry. What Amber Rose situation?
Remember when her son was
Sebastian found about OnlyFans from the kids.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm crying, but yeah, and basically she was like, "Hey, not trying to shield him and not trying to like spare his feelings, but like, hey, this is what I do, and this has afforded me the lifestyle that we have. So I don't want you to feel any type of way if somebody's telling you, oh, hey, your mom does this. Like, yes, she does, and she enjoys thoroughly the things that she does, and that's okay. And like, that shouldn't make you feel no type of way because like I'm okay with it. So you should never have to feel no type of way about that. I feel like if more people kind of took the role of introducing their children to a lifestyle that they do, because ultimately you cannot shield them from every single thing. Like eventually the Band-Aid is going to be ripped off.
Yeah.
Eventually the eye patch is going to come off. So it's just like, why not introduce it into a way, like getting ahead of the story? That's like if somebody has a situation about to hit the media. If I was rich and famous and I had a story that's about to come out, I'm getting ahead of it before I let them paint their narrative of me.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, they about to put some bullshit out. Let me tell you what happened. This is what it is. X, Y, and Z. If you fuck with it, great. If not, I holla at you. You're not my cup of tea anyway. Fuck out of here. So that's the same ideology I would carry with my child. Like, hey, this is the type of lifestyle that I have. This is what I do. These are the things that I say. And I'm doing this because this is how I feel. Do I believe that this is something that you should be doing? Absolutely not. But, and again, this is also a journey called life that you're going to navigate through and find the things you need to do for yourself as well. I done been here and done that to make sure you don't have to. But some people got to touch the fire to know it's hot. If you want to burn yourself, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I think the way I was looking at it was, dang, how was I looking at it? I had it in my brain that whole time. Y'all know I be forgetting stuff. Oh no. As a parent, sometimes your parent can be doing so many different things, but you just see your parent. Like you just see your parent. So I think that's what I was talking about in the sense of she very well probably don't know what her mom really does. It's just like she knows that this is just her mom. Her grandmom is like this. They're all just rowdy. Like you just come up in that family. Yeah. You don't really know what they do for work. You just know I'm saying, because listen, even as a big old adult, it's stuff like my cousins and stuff that I still, till this day, they've done shit in my face. I still don't know what they do. I literally don't know. If I ask, but I still don't know what they do because they just kept their life to themselves. And I'm just like, I feel like it is very possible to, just like you can live two separate lives, you can have a family over here and a family over here, and they never know about each other. I be feeling like, as a parent, your kid very well can just know you as a parent and not the shit that you actually do. That's why there is a lot of parents out here that are very experimental when it comes to sexual things. They go to parties. They dwindle in a lot of different things. But their kids have no idea because us as this. This is our business. This is what we do. I'm not saying that everybody operates like that, but I'm saying there is a world where some people choose to shield their kids from certain things, and it is successful because we're still a family. We're doing everything families do. You just don't got to be exposed to this certain shit.
You don't think that's different for like celebrities though? Because it sounds like you're talking about a real like normal life person.
No, I feel like no, but that's what I'm saying because I've heard like interviews of people actually saying how, oh, like they keep their work life, and they keep their family life. Their family life is completely separate. So it's like I think it was a white actress or something, but it was like they literally said, oh yeah, my kids don't even know what we did when they finally seen a billboard or something. They just was like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
And I do feel like that's
Like,
possible,
oh.
but I feel like it's a very small percentage of people who actually successfully do that.
Until a point, I feel like with the career we're talking about and the fact that it's both parents in the household, the fact that you're heavily involved in the early comings, like she ain't like her blowing up was ingrained in her run, especially when JT was locked up and she was out here dolo. I'm just saying that in that time period, eventually a kid, like even like when like I had the parent interviews, but I also hear some of the kids, and the kids be like, "No, I knew this, I knew that." Like I forget what boxer, but the kid knew all about the drugs and shit. Everything that they thought they hid very well. The kid just I saw and absorbed it all, and I didn't hold it against you, but I had to digest it for myself as a kid in the moment. And I'm just saying, in that like. I don't hear nothing wrong with you trying to do that for the best, but I just hate when some parents get to the point to where the kid is, I know, and you like, no, you don't. And you try and, okay, I'm shipping you to Switzerland, like in some of the rich kid things they do when kids act out because they kind of understood what's going on, what was outside the household, and you think they got to go, okay, now I got to get you far away from this, and that's going to help you. No, it kind of turns some kids up even more. Yeah. I just think it needs to be a well-balanced situation whenever you're displaying a character that you don't want to represent yourself. Like, I only want to play people that I want to represent myself. And even in the actor situation, in that, movies are a little bit different. And you can kind of control what your kid sees because there's so much content out. You can kind of hide you for a little bit. Now, at a point, they might just end up getting to see it. But I feel like they have a way easier way of hiding it because it's not like you ain't going to hear a movie out playing. You can hear your mom rapping in the car driving by. Like, what the... I know that voice. That's my mom, and that's that. But we're speaking Rich and Famous, and I wanted to kind of get you guys to touch on Tyler Perry buying BET and VH1. I think somebody had a comment that was like not too in light of the deal.
Oh, I don't know. Good for him.
No comment.
I don't really know too much. I didn't really read too much into it. It was like, I ain't getting no fucking check. If he bought it. I guess BET is black again, and VH1 is. If you go on BET Plus, you see a bunch of Tyler Perry stuff anyway, so it's not surprising that he's like acquired it now. Yeah, congratulations.
I mean, he took the bag from them and then went and bought them, so they paid him a lot for his content, and he went and flipped it.
I was about to say, like, I need him to get a writer's room.
And also, I think he definitely is with a network, but also, VH1 is the first time it's ever black owned. So, I'm interested to see what he's going to do with the shows that are on there.
I'm quite interested
and see how much, because, like, Tyler Perry gets Ratchet. So, I'm interested to see his idea of Ratchet.
That's why I said I think he needs a writer's room.
Yeah, I think he'll get one by then.
Yeah, because he writes all his stuff. When I found out, I don't know how accurate it is. I heard that he doesn't have a writer's room. He literally writes everything himself. So, that's why it's kind of, some stuff seems like...
the start.
No, they literally said, like, the shows and stuff, that's why they say it seems a little cut and paste. A lot of the shows, they kind of have the same kind of storylines in a sense. But shout out to him, though. Like, he acquired land. He built on that land that was once used to be against people. Now, he's acquiring television.
He getting his reparations
he's acquiring stuff that was known to... Wait, what was VH1? That was a music channel, right? Mm-hmm. What shows was on VH1?
From the start, or
no, I don't know. I didn't really watch too much.
That's
of
Love
VH1.
and Hip Hop and all that.
Oh, them. Okay.
All those mob auto shows, the whole reality TV show
that's
network
right
now.
Damn, I miss Mob Wives.
Well, speaking of mob wives, there was a commotion this weekend with Floyd Mayweather and known Italian mobster's son, and they were in a boxing ring, and I guess the one person didn't like the result of the match, and he went to go and
it was a disqualification.
He didn't like the result, went to go take it further, and Floyd travels with at least 100 security. So the funniest thing for me was it was regular niggas hopping in the ring. Like, what are you gonna do? There's 47 layers of humongous security guards between Floyd and this guy, but niggas going, I want to be seen on this TV screen. I'm hopping in this ring. What's going on? I'm a handle shit, but it was the daughter, the mom or sister or cousin, whatever it was of the boxer's son that was there threatened Yaya Mayweather and made it a comment that some people are taking as very racist. You are all I think she said something about zoo. Yeah, something about the zoo, and I wanted to get you ladies' take on. And I heard some other comments that were like, you better stop that. I didn't want to put on Yaya. She said, y'all better stop playing with her before she stab you real quick.
Yeah, it's crazy because I can't remember the last name of the fighter, but
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, but from what I know, he has a very long history of being a racist. So the comments that came,
I think his dad.
I'm sorry, I meant to clarify that. Yes, the dad has a very, and I think the woman who actually tweeted something was a sister, so it's just the daughter of whoever. So it wasn't really surprising, really, that it came out of her mouth because we're taking off of face value. We already know that y'all don't like black people, and I don't want to be the person that just bring up like stigmas, but I know growing up black, a lot of what we heard was Italians don't like niggas. They just don't like us. Like, they don't like us. And we live in Philly. So, South Philly was one of the largest, areas for Italian people. And a lot of black people refuse to go over there because it used to always be some stuff because we are porch monkeys to them, which is crazy because, like, y'all, okay, whatever. But I don't really see, listen, that family racist. I mean, it is what it is. Is she's going to get beat up or not?
No comment on the Mayweathers.
I don't have I don't have a comment.
I don't have a comment, but
no, because like I just feel like no matter where you go, it's always gonna be some shit, yo. Like it's always gonna be some shit. Like what did you
call a porch monkey?
I mean,
Is
that the least? Like, is that the least? Like, I feel like no matter what, she could have said, I don't know, she could have said any fucking thing and it would have been crazy. I feel like every time something happens and it involves other people, whether it's like family or like even super like involved fans or friends or whatever, it always goes to another point. Wasn't the whole Jocelyn situation after the fight?
Yep.
So it's just like, what's wrong?
Energy.
What's
it was something in that air.
Like, what is the problem?
Do you want to tell the audience what the Jocelyn situation is?
Do you want to tell the audience what the Jocelyn situation is?
Man,
I mean, she done got arrested on
tell
4
you.
counts.
She went on a coke rage, smacking. So her and Big Lex.
Let's
double homicide.
Let's start here because that is an alleged thing. It nowhere near said in any of the reports that she was on drugs.
Oh, I know. Oh my
and she just came out celebrating her sobriety.
No, she did not come out celebrating her sobriety. She came out saying that was her first time performing sober. She never said that.
That's what I'm saying, beloved. Relax. I'm not.
No, you said coming out of sobriety.
No, I didn't know. I'm saying she had just came out because that post had just came out about her doing the performance sober. I'm not saying that.
Oh, I thought you meant she turned her world over. Like,
no,
say no.
No, but I didn't even finish my sentence before you cut me off.
My apologies.
So,
go ahead.
I was going to say she just came out celebrating her sobriety at her concert that she did, and now here we are turning around when she gets into a fight. And that's because you're not the first one. Like, a lot of people have said, like, oh, yeah, she looked like she was on drugs. Look at the mugshot and look at her. Look at the rage in her eyes and look at this. Or, like, let's relax. Whether she was on drugs or not, that doesn't really make any difference. They just see the video.
That's what made the difference for me because she was just out here slapping people.
Also, how you feel about her identifying as white? I want to get that in there because before you move off this, but she identified as white in her booking information. The internet went crazy because the Amber Rose situation.
Wait, what?
She in her booking, I don't know if you know, but if you ever had to go to booking, they kind of ask you questions like they take some stuff off your ID, And one of the things on there that she is a white woman, a Caucasian woman, on her booking
I
info.
bet you when they said,
And the internet took that and said, "Oh, but you just was coming at Amber Rose."
I think that's kind of different because everybody knows, any person of color, of any color, knows that, for one, when somebody asks your demographic for anything, most people know that they're going to want to choose the other because it's just a stigma against anything else that's not caucus. Let's be real. I don't think that has anything to do with her actually like wanting to be white or whatever the fuck she said to goddamn Amber, because that was a whole nother situation for a whole nother day. But that's like when you go to apply for a job and like the job description don't got shit to do with you being black, white, brown, Puerto Rican, Haitian, whatever. Like, but they still ask you, what do you identify as? I identify as none of your fucking business. Because why does it matter? I can do this job no matter where I was born, what blood is running through my body, what I look like, whatever. So like I feel like that's more of that. But I'm also not her. So I also don't really give a fuck either. Like, that was just crazy for her to say that shit to Amber, though, because, like, I mean, I don't follow Amber in the sense of her knowing that if she wanted to be white or if she doesn't identify that much with her black side. But that's not really far-fetched as far as, like, what the industry portrays. Like, you have multiple artists who's out now that really kind of shun their black side. Or they said some questionable shit in the past and now they're trying to clear up. Like, everybody knows Doja Cat fucking hates herself for being black, right? Everybody fucking knows that, yeah, we're going there because we're here. Everybody fucking knows that Queen Naija fucking hated black people because they teased her back in high school, you know? But now they some
are
of her
we using
biggest...
hate as a assurance thing, or are we saying
I don't
hate 'cause
speak on
that's what you
shit.
think?
No. I don't speak on shit unless I've heard it come from the horse's mouth.
Like, they actually said the words, like, they hate, like, I hate being black, or
Doja
I hate...
literally yes.
No, I'm literally asking a question.
Oh, now
I'm
you talking about
telling
the
you.
chat room days. Yeah, she was in the chat
I'm
room.
Oh,
telling
and
you,
Queen
she
Naija
said
literally
it.
Showing
said
Like,
she
pictures of her
hates
feet.
black people because they tease her.
She said, yeah, in high school, she did an interview. I don't remember who she did the interview with, but she did an interview and she was saying how, like, growing up, she didn't use the word hate, but she said didn't like. But same shit.
It's not the same.
Because
Hating something and not liking something is two completely different things.
when it comes to race, if you say you don't like a race, does that not mean you hate that race? Does that not make you racist? You can't say you don't like white people, and that doesn't mean that you're not racist against white people, no?
Niggas.
That's not what I asked you. If you say, I hate or I don't like white people, does that mean you are racist or you
I don't
hate
think
white
so.
people?
No, I'm not talking about hate. If I say I hate them, if I be like, I just don't like them, I just don't care for them, I don't like niggas.
That's not what, but you keep switching it back. That's not what I'm asking you. We're talking about white people because you're black. So that is different when you talk about black people. I'm talking about a different race.
But that's what I'm
asking you a
Okay,
question,
so
though.
no. Okay, so before I forget, yes, okay. Queen Naija, is she or is she not mixed? And she says she
But
don't
you
like
know that's
black.
different. We're all talking about people who are mixed. Like all of these people
No, but
that we named are
I'm
mixed.
saying if that's a part of her too, her saying, okay, so me saying I don't like black people, and
It's
then her
completely
saying
different than a mixed person saying they don't like black people.
that's crazy because
They have another side to them. It is different. It's different.
Yeah, we can change. I don't like having conversations about this subject. I don't like conversations.
I mean,
about
that's
this
fine, but the
subject.
fact is the fact. Like, if you
No,
if
I'm
you 100%
saying-
black and then you're not 100% black, if you say you don't like one of the percentages in your body, like, yeah,
I don't think that makes you racist. No, especially if you identify as both, and it's just like, okay, being bullied. If the majority of the people that's bullying you are black kids, because that's what you're around, that's what you are half black, but most of the people is like, yo,
she literally called them nappy headed. But go ahead.
I couldn't say I'm nappy headed bitches. That was the
You're black with kinky hair. You
I
can
don't have
say
kinky
that.
hair.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
I don't have kinky hair.
Shut up.
That I don't know
up.
why that sounds like I'm using that for something. I don't have kinky hair.
Cause kinky
But,
is a curl pattern. I have
well,
kinky.
while
And
we're
you
on
do
the
have
topic-
a curl pattern.
While we're on the topic of race, I wanted to get some opinions on the current going on in the Chinese community where there has been claims that they believe they are not getting into Ivy League schools because of affirmative action plans between these schools. And when people actually do the research, even other Asian Americans, they kind of show that white people are the dominant race of the school, but these Asians believe because of affirmative action acts, they are suing these institutions for not accepting them into their school because they have such high accolades and they believe that they should be in it over top of the black students. Does that sound racist to y'all, or is it prejudice?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear nothing you said.
I'm
So, there's this case of a kid. He applied to 6 Ivy League schools.
an
Didn't
Asian
get-
kid.
Yes.
Okay.
You seen on Twitter? Didn't get
No.
accepted to any of them.
Okay.
He then posted his stats: perfect SAT score, perfect other test score, 4.65 GPA. And he's claiming that he did not get into the school because of affirmative action acts for black students to get into the school.
Okay.
Not saying that the school just has a very poor demographic, because when other Asian Americans looked up the demographics of these schools, hey, this school has this many white people. Hey, this school actually has a higher population of Asian people than does black people. So you competing with your own people here in this school. You kind of want to come at the white kids to get in who have no reason to be there, not the kids who worked their behind off and got in here with the luck because there is an act for affirmative action. And a lot of people in the Asian community are kind of taking the attack toward us in this school debate.
Okay, so I just want to start here. This is not something that has changed over the years. When you are applying to colleges, they want well-rounded students. And I heard you only mention that he had great academics. You did not once mention that he was involved in any other school
I was
activities.
literally going to say the exact same thing. That
it's
really
like,
is the thing that
he
sets
could
you
have
apart.
all A's. He could have been a president of his class. He
Where's
could
your
have been
community
whatever.
service? Where's your
But,
activities?
what have you done throughout these 4 years in school? What else do you do besides get
Facts.
A's? So I hate I think when people do things prematurely, like name a race thing or make it like prejudice or make it sexist or whatever, and you don't take into account all of the factors involved, it's just like, listen, I understand like we're so used to being like frowned upon or like discouraged or like hated.
Problem,
and-
yeah.
yeah, but it's like sometimes it's actually not about that. Sometimes. Now, obviously, I don't know what's happening here. I don't even know what school we talking about. This is my first time hearing this. So based on the information that you said, I can't say that I would think it's because he's Asian. I would think it's because if I'm in charge of admissions and I know I only have 12 people I can approve out of 40 letters, and you are the one who only got all A's, but everybody else in this 11 made all A's, and you got people that was in STEM, you got people that was in computer club, you got people that was in cheerleading, football, track, basketball, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
government
going to take the
classes, yeah.
well-rounded person
AP
who,
courses,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, who got all A's and was invested, because I know they might be better here at this school, and you might do something that ultimately might bring us more money. I know if you play ball in high school, you might play ball here. You came from a D1 school too? Okay, great. Yeah, I want you.
And look up how many
Everything
kids, how
not
many
about
students'
race.
parents purchased their ticket. Hey, I bought this statue, or I bought this library, or I
Right,
bought this.
right.
To talk about those kids, don't come at the kids who worked their tail off just like you did and got into the school
Yeah.
by a program that was made out of genuine racism for us for
And-
thousands of years.
And let's not forget the fact that sometimes there is a quota. I'm hate to say it, but some of these institutions, just
It
like
is.
jobs, there's a quota. So if it came down to the Asian person getting picked and the black person getting picked,
They gonna
they
pick the
met their
black
Asian
kid.
quota already. They need that black kid that's going to bring their diversity levels up. So of course they're going to pick them over you any day. It doesn't even matter if your scores are astronomical. You could be Einstein. You don't fit their quota at this specific time. It's not the saying that you're less adequate or that this person is lesser than you. It's just how structures are put into place. Because we can name a lot of different instances where structures are into place where black people fall very much below the totem pole. And it's like how many times we going
Even
try
in
to,
that one, we're still a low demographic with a
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, even like in that, it's like how many times we going to cry about something? It's like, listen, sometimes you just come to the point where it's like, this is the hand I was dealt with. And you just try to fit into spaces that accept you rather than try to squeeze into places that just don't benefit you. In this instance, you should have applied somewhere else. Like, go somewhere else. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yo.
Because
Yeah.
you run into Twitter and stuff about, oh, they
No,
picked this
suing.
black.
Suing. They
Yeah,
suing.
like you went as far as you're paying lawyer fees for something now. And when they put out these court documents, well, we do have a clause that says that we have to have this many people of color, blah 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 blah, and this is why we did this.
But they still only make up this very small percentage.
I'm about to say, you
Come
wouldn't
at the
even have
white
to do that
kids,
if you
sir.
ain't even meet all of the expectations
true.
anyway, because you could just preface it with, like, hey, you
Yeah.
had great grades, but you did
Or-
shit else.
Are we forgetting about college essays? You very well could have had a shitty essay.
Oh, there's
mean,
multiple factors. But
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I'm saying.
the
So many
last
things.
factor is us being the cause, or
Yeah, we
or
really
the
not-
kids, or the cuz go somewhere.
I'm not
with
saying it
that.
because of that, but like we really not the problem.
Ever.
Like,
Ever. They treated us the worst. But bro, you posed a good question to the group chat earlier. I wanted you to kind of elaborate and speak on it.
Ooh, what did I say?
Actually, that is a straight shot, no chaser tier Patreon conversation because YouTube ain't finna cut me off.
That's crazy because I don't even know what I asked.
It's okay. I remember
The
because you,
homies thing.
yeah,
Why do homies?
you don't remember?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Dang, it was. I thought that was a regular one. I was kind of
Yeah,
waiting
no,
for that
it's-
one.
No, because you know how that's going to go.
Well, how about we talk about it, but you can go more in depth in the straight shot and chaser because I really was. That was the topic I was really because I really genuinely want to know.
We can though. They can't. We'll see y'all on Patreon when you subscribe,
Bro,
okay?
I'm
Until then, get your
screaming.
cut, fill it up. You already know what's up. Bye.